our hero, for fate will make him indestructible. His name, Captain Scarlet.
Hi guys, me again with a short piece on what could be described as peripheral Captain Scarlet merchandise, in as much as that it's small, not dinky, not Century 21 plastic toys, although some of it is of Century 21 origin. Not everything that was ever produced in this style. There's a couple of colouring books I still haven't got, activity books, but something that's interesting I thought you might like to see is the amount of Angel merchandise that they did. Again, there was more than this, but this is just a small section of the stuff that I've got that fits into this category. Lots of activity and colouring books, sticker fun books, very much a mirror image. They did the Scarlet sticker fun books, and obviously you've got the Angel sticker fun books. Being girls or female characters, they wanted the merchandise to be aimed at girls, so we had handbags or shoulder bags, two different colours, same exactly. This is either side of it, so you can see both sides. Spectrum roundel and an Angels logo that was created for the Angels comic in the back of Lady Penelope comic. John Davis drew it, and maybe I'll share at another point. I have some original John Davis Angel artwork, so if anyone's interested in that kind of thing, I'll gladly take a little piece of footage of that. But as I say, given the more feminine angle to the Angels, they did lots of stuff like makeup sets, and as they had done with Lady Penelope. Here is a Angels pendant with a picture of Captain Scarlet in the clear plastic locket at the bottom. You won't be able to see it, but it's a Spectrum roundel on the clasp, so that's quite a nice little piece to have carded. Something I actually did have as a kid was this, the Angel bendy doll, Destiny, real hair, nice little piece. Obviously a shame that they didn't do a Barbie style 11.5 inch or 11 inch figure to be a companion to the Pedigree Scarlet doll. Would have been quite nice to see, but they did do a companion Scarlet figure in this size. I remember playing with my Major Mason characters with these. They're kind of the same size and they were bendy, so it kind of worked for me. You probably won't see too many details there, and in a way it's quite nice. They both still got the shrink wrap on them, a little bit torn, but it's still there. Very, very nice artwork. Unfortunately the artwork on that one has been double printed, so that's a little bit blurry, but that's far nicer. Nice piece of artwork of Destiny, and the artwork that was obviously sent out to companies that produced all sorts of toys and merchandise through the 60s based on an original photograph. This was Pedigree's interpretation of the photograph that appears on the front of the 12-inch doll box as well. And also it's seen here on perhaps one of the most bizarre pieces of Anderson merchandise I've got. Romney's bath time accoutrements, if that's what you want to call them. Asteroid talc and bubble bath, still actually full of the stuff. Quite a nice bit of fun artwork. What I find interesting is this is actually 1969, so it goes to show that despite Joe 90 being the programme, if you like, of 1969, merchandisers were still happy and content that Scarlet would sell. So in 1969 there was even Captain Scarlet merchandise that was being licensed then. It wasn't just previously licensed stuff that was still in the shops. So not seen. See the asteroid talc around a little bit, but you don't see the Martian bubble baths, or Martian bath bubbles as they call it here. You don't see that too often. So again, if anyone wants to send me a message to say they've got one or they've got anything else in this range, perhaps shampoo or anything like that, it'd be great to see. Some more Captain Scarlet Century 21 publishing pieces. There was other Scarlet activity books. I've not got all of them. I could share perhaps some of the Thunderbirds and Joe stuff I've got at a later stage if anyone's interested. Just a small kind of activity toy there. There was 6 in the series, all of which are illustrated on the back of the header card. but these are now actually quite expensive to buy, and despite not being too afraid of spending a little bit on my collection, I won't pay the kind of money that people ask for these now. I mean, 50-60 quid for that is a bit kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Not that I expect people to give it away for 5 quid, but equally I just can't really kind of justify to myself or my other half. A vehicle or a toy or a carded toy pistol is a different kettle of fish, but there you go. It's nice to have one. It's just something there that means a great, well, it means more to me than probably almost anything else in my collection. It's a 1967 Captain Scarlet birthday card. This is actually mine, and it was sent to me on my 4th birthday by my late dad. So Bill was his name. Thanks, Bill. Means a great deal to me, as everyone can well imagine. That one, nice piece of artwork there. They did a Joe 90 set as well. Moving on to the last piece that I'm going to talk about in this little film, Captain Scarlet wallet. Now, I didn't pay a great deal of money for this because it wasn't in its bag with header card, but the price was good. I thought, well, I might pick up another one at another stage. Oh, but the guy had said, oh, there's a Spectrum badge that goes with it, which I thought was unusual because I wasn't aware that a Spectrum badge went with it. Anyway, the condition was nice. There's the cards, pass, Spectrum Shades pass, cards with information about the different characters. There's kind of mock licenses to drive the different vehicles. A license to drive a maximum security vehicle. But when I got it home and had a proper look at it, I found why there was no packaging with it, because this particular one didn't come with any packaging at all. This was given away with compliments of Century 21 Publishing, so I can only assume that this was given away as a competition prize or as a thank you to a young kid that sent in a particularly interesting article or letter to TV21 magazine or TV21 comic, as part of their Spectrum Shades network kind of join-in type thing that they did. So that's a nice little piece to have, with that little added piece of memorabilia. Finally, the small Timpo figures, because they're so small I won't go in because I'm sure you won't get any detailing at all. Something that everybody remembers, a famous Saturday Night Fever pose, but I remember having these as a kid. They work very well with the Century 21 Rosenthal toys. They're pretty much the right size, so it was always great to have some figures there with the vehicles. But like I say, just what I would call peripheral overview of some of the smaller pieces in my Captain Scarlet collection. I might do a similar thing for Thunderbirds and Joe 90 and UFO in the next week or two. But as always, thanks very much guys and girls, because I know there's lots of Lady Gerry Anderson fans, for having a look. Please do maybe post something of your own. I'll never claim to have the biggest collection of all or the best. There's people who've got far more than me, but it's just nice to share it with people. I don't agree with people hoarding it away. Equally, I don't agree with sending stuff all over the country to put on displays, because you never quite know what's going to happen. But nonetheless, sharing it in a medium like YouTube is a great thing as far as I'm concerned. So again, thanks everyone for watching, and there you go, some bits and pieces from my Captain Scarlet collection. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.